Hi, I'm Steve Yee, Director of Product Management for SQL Azure. Today we're going to talk about some of the features of SQL Azure Reporting, as well as discuss some of the more advanced analytical tools that you can use with SQL Azure. In this video, we'll start by taking a look at the benefits of SQL Azure, and then talk about some of the features of SQL Azure Reporting. We're also going to talk about some of the advanced business intelligence reporting you can do using Excel and PowerPivot. Finally, we'll demonstrate how to set up for advanced analytics using SQL Azure Database and existing reporting tools. Specifically, we'll show you how to use SQL Azure data with Excel, and how to set up for advanced analytics using PowerPivot and SQL Azure data. When we're done, we'll point you to some additional resources to help you get started. When you move your data to SQL Azure, you can free up time and reduce risk associated with managing and maintaining your own in-house database servers. Once in SQL Azure, your database is highly available, reliable, and scalable, and can be accessed from anywhere via the internet. SQL Azure is also highly flexible and allows you to pay as you grow, eliminating the need for upfront capital expenditures. Now, let's take a closer look at SQL Azure Reporting services and tools. SQL Azure Reporting brings all the benefits of the cloud, elasticity, scalability, and reliability to your reporting. And SQL Azure Reporting is designed to help you create rich, robust reports easily and efficiently. SQL Azure Reporting also makes it easy for you to embed your reports into applications, so that users can access the reports via the web wherever they are. Additionally, SQL Azure lets you use georeplication to enable users to access reports and other content efficiently from anywhere. There are also ways to perform advanced business intelligence and analysis using tools you're already using. Most organizations implement standard, scheduled reports that are published to various users, but most organizations also have business analysts who look at data in various ways in order to better understand the data and what it means. In many cases, these analysts are trying to answer important business questions on an on-demand basis. Today, to gain this sort of sophisticated analysis from SQL Azure data, analysts can simply point Excel at a SQL Azure database in order to use all of the powerful Excel and PowerPivot capabilities they currently use. Now, let's try creating some pivot tables in Excel, as well as demonstrate the PowerPivot add-on using data from SQL Azure. We'll be using the data from an employee expense database we created in an earlier example. In this walkthrough, we'll create a report based on expenses by department. First, we're going to connect an Excel pivot table to the expenses database in SQL Azure. Open up Microsoft Excel, and on the Data tab, select From Other Sources and choose From SQL Server. Enter the server name, the username, and the password to your SQL Azure database. Now select the Expenses database. We created this view in order to display our data in a concise format. Click Next, and then click Finish. We have now specified our data source. Next, we click Pivot Table Report and hit OK. We are prompted for the password as it tries to retrieve the data. And now we're all set to create the pivot table. Let's pick Cost as the data to be displayed, Department as the filter, Expense State as the row, and Status as the column. Now our pivot table is complete, and if we select Human Resources, we can see the expenses associated with that department. Next, let's try creating a pivot table using PowerPivot. Opening a new window in Excel, click on the PowerPivot tab. Then, click on the button to open a new PowerPivot window. To import the data, click on From Other Sources, select SQL Azure, and click Next. Here we enter the server and login credentials, enter the database name, and test the connection. As you can see, it connected successfully. Now click Next. Here, we're going to specify the view we'll need, so we'll leave the default option selected and click Next. We'll select the view we created in order to express specific data for our PowerPivot demonstration. Notice that views and tables are designated with different icons to differentiate them from each other. Next, click Finish. The wizard will import all of the rows from our database into PowerPivot. If you need to synchronize the data with the SQL Azure database again, you can hit the refresh button here. Now, as you can see, the data has been refreshed. So first, let's set up a couple of extra columns here to use in our report. Create a column called year and one called month. In the first column, generate the year from the date column using the year function. And in the next column, generate the month. Now we're all set to create the pivot table. Click on the pivot table button and create a new worksheet. First, we put cost into the values. Just clicking on it adds it, and there's no need to drag and drop. Next, we put department into the vertical slicers, status in the column labels, month in the row labels, and year as the horizontal slicer. So here's our new report. Now, if we want to check the expenses for customer service, we simply click on that department. Now, to view it by year, click on the different options, and it filters the data accordingly. Any combination of slicers in this report can be used to return the data we need to view. As we've shown, it's really simple to pull SQL Azure data into Excel and PowerPivot reports. Data in the cloud with SQL Azure can easily be accessed and used for advanced analysis and reporting needs using tools you already know. In this video, we looked at the benefits of SQL Azure and we talked about some of the features of SQL Azure Reporting. We also talked about some of the advanced business intelligence work you can do using Excel and PowerPivot. Finally, we showed how you can do advanced analytics using Excel and PowerPivot with SQL Azure data. Please visit SQLazure.com for all the latest information and additional resources. Thanks.